All right, everybody, welcome to Late Night Hump Comedy Night. I'm your host, Jordan Freed, spelled like fried, and I am fried, so I am qualified to be here with you all. To start out, I'd like to say that I'm addicted to weed, and right now I have 2 joints in my front pocket. So by me being up here for you guys, this is really tough for me to not be smoking these. Maybe I'll smoke them in a second. But you guys all should be smoking for me right now. You know, smoke them for the people who can't be smoking right now. I'd just like to get it out of the way. I might not be everyone's cup of tea because I'm actually a bunch of psychedelic mushrooms steeped in hot water. How are we doing out here? Are we first timers at the joint or many timers at the joint? You got some first timers? Nice. I would say eat the whole edible. Eat 3 edibles. Stay here for like 6 hours with us. We're gonna have a really funny night for you guys. We got comics about to go on tour. We also have Tim and Erin. If you like Tim and Eric, you could just pretend that we have Tim and Eric coming. It'll be just as funny, if not more funny than Tim and Eric. I've been doing renovations around my place. I recently got Wi-Fi installed in my girlfriend's womb. You know, I'm thinking about starting a family soon. The least I can do is set up the space for him. You know, I don't want him to have to sit there without Netflix for 9 months. Come on, could you guys sit in one place for 9 months without streaming services? I think we all learned that the hard way. I got out to Topgolf this week with my brother. You guys ever go to Topgolf? It's like a bar where you just like hit golf balls. Yeah. Tuesday nights, half price. So I went yesterday, half price. I found out I am the bottom golf. Very firmly. It sucks because like it's a driving range, but they don't have a practice driving range. They only have the official one where you embarrass yourself in front of your friends and then you drink 6 beers and then you drive yourself drunk home before anybody else is ready, even though you're everybody's ride. It's really unfortunate. I also think I pulled something too, so if I'm not funny today, that's why. One of my friends who was there, he got the Nacho Average Nachos, which was a very accurate title. They were actually below average nachos. It was very accurate. The jalapenos were not pickled, they were just picked. They were below average nachos. Nacho Average Nachos. But yeah. Anybody have buffalo wings? You look like a buffalo wings guy before you hurt your arm. Love them.
Got one, but yeah.
Yeah. Crazy thing about buffalo wings is they were invented as the scrap. An entire sports team came into a bar and they were like, "What do you have for us to eat?" And the lady was like, "Oh, I have these like scraps that we don't give people." And then they just fried those and put wing sauce and butter on them. And people were like, "Wow, this kind of tastes good." It tasted so good that now we have a chicken wing shortage in America. You guys are all saps. That is the disgusting part of the chicken. That's like if you guys were like eating the feathers. That's gonna be like 30 years from now, people are gonna be eating the feathers. It's good, what? I like it a lot. I recently got paid on PayPal. That's also a little wink wink to you guys if you wanna send me some money. PayPal. I got paid on PayPal, but then all of a sudden, I realized they charged me a $12 fee because they thought it was like a business or something. What happened? I thought you were my pay pal. Now you're the pay piece of shit. And I'm not about it. I had to go over to Venmo. Mo. I recently got the lap band surgery for my weight. I looked very malnourished, so I got a little band put in around my stomach to make me look as though I have more weight on my bones, so that people do not worry about me. I am okay. I have this book that I got for Christmas one year, even though I'm Jewish. Don't ask why. And it was a book about 1,000 movies to watch before you die. I've watched 9,998 movies in that book since getting it. But now I'm gonna live forever. They can't kill me if I don't watch the last 2 movies. I recently applied for a job at a vegan place. I ended up not going with it because it was a little far of a drive and they didn't offer health insurance. When I had my mind made up, I said that to them and they argued with me. They were like, that is the health insurance. You're vegan. You're not gonna kill yourself. I was like, thanks. I don't know if I could get shots of vegan though. I don't know if they give that. I've got a really good credit card. This is the last thing I'm gonna say. This is the credit on the night for you guys. Do you guys have some good credit cards? No good credit cards? We only do cash here because we're at the Weedman's joint. No, I got a really good credit card. It has like mad rewards on it. Specifically, my favorite award is paying off my credit card debt. Using the credit back onto the account. I spend $400 and then I get $40 to pay off my credit card bill. It's been working me wonders. Alright guys, it's been very hard for me to keep away from this joint. It's been making sweet love to my pocket. I need some water, I'm parched. The cotton balls are immensifying. You guys didn't even see them. It's like a magic trick. I'm just gonna pull them out afterwards. Alright guys, we have a great show for you tonight. This first comic is probably one of the funniest people in New Jersey. I don't think I would be exaggerating if I said that. Give it up for Erin Wohlberg. I think that's accurate, right? How many people are on the list? I don't know.
Thank you. All right. I do think that he may have been exaggerating just a touch, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Give it up for Jordan. All right. This is nice. This is my first time here. I'm very excited to be here. This is wild. This is my first time. I can cross it off the list. First time doing a comedy show where I had to go through a metal detector wand. Not usually the case. I was like, what are we doing here? This is nice. This is great. Are you guys members here? No? Is this your first time here? Oh, second time. Okay. That's cool. This is really cool. I'd be here all the time if I lived closer. This is great. I love smoking weed. Fuck yeah. All right. This is good. Hello. Is this your first time here? You getting food? Oh, fuck yeah. Delicious. Nice. You're going to smoke first, right? Always smoke. I like it. I like it. I'm so excited to be here. I had a rough day. I had a really crazy work day. Just fucking exhausted. I got a rough job. I worked the whole pandemic. I'm an essential worker. Anybody else? Essential workers here? No? You're like, nah, we just get high. Yeah, no, I'm an essential worker. I am. I'm a stay-at-home mom to my 2 kids. Apparently it's essential. Somebody's gotta fucking take care of them. I'm like, God damn it. Ugh. It's rough. I had to work this whole time, you know? I'm a hero, really, is what I like to call myself, a hero. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like, I don't like to call myself a hero. I don't like to do that. It sounds a bit much, right? But sometimes when I'm cleaning the shit, you know, from my son's testicles, I just hear Mariah Carey in the back of my head, you know? And then a hero comes the strength to carry on. And just clean up them balls, you know? It's the Lord's work that I'm doing, guys. And I have 2 boys. That's 4 balls. It's a lot of shit cleaning. I see you nodding. Do you have children? You have a son. You get it. How old is your son? Yeah, well, I hope not. I'm sure there's other issues though, right? There's gotta be other issues. Yeah, it's fucking exhausting. I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old, little boys, and they're just like, they're always going. I'm so fucking tired all the time. I'm like, I can't keep up with you guys. I need to get a coke habit. Like, I just can't do it. Yeah. I was watching Law and Order the other day, and there was a person in a coma, and all I could think was like, oh, damn. That looks nice. Yeah. I could just coma out for a while. So good. I'm just so tired all the time, you know? They just exhaust you. Do you have any children, sir?
I do.
How many?
But I thought of a joke when you said the coma.
You thought of a joke? No, please. Stop. We got a joke. Comatose?
You said you like being comatose. I said if you did that, you'd have comatose. If you're barefoot.
I'd have comatose.
Yeah.
Aw, you should.
Not a good joke. That's why
You
you're
should
up there
start
and
doing
I'm here.
comedy.
Right? That's why you're in
Damn. What's your name, sir?
My name is Rick.
Rick. Give it up for Rick. Comatose.
Witness protection plan. That's all you're gonna get from me. One name.
Rick. Oh, you're in the witness protection program?
It's all I'm gonna say.
That's it. That's why you don't work, right? It must be nice. It must be nice. Yeah, I work hard, man. I'm taking care of 2 little assholes all the time. 2 little dickheads, you know? I see you shaking your head. Do you have any children? Are they assholes? Sometimes, yeah. Yeah, sometimes. My 3-year-old's not so bad. He's pretty cool. His name's Truman, which is a really cool fucking name. And he's a lot like me, you know? Like a grumpy little stoner. He just walks around the house. He sounds like me, you know? I call my kids like, you know, mom's always like, oh, honey, sweetie. I'm just like, come on, man. What the fuck, dude? Like, that's how I talk to them, my little dudes. And he just does the same thing, you know? He just grumbles around the house. Like, God damn it, man. I'm always so proud. I'm like, oh, it's just like mommy. I call him my little Lebowski. I'm just waiting for the day that I come home and there's just Legos all over the floor. I'm like, come on, man, clean up your fucking Legos. I'm gonna break my neck, man. He's just gonna be like, yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, Mom. Legos really tie the room together. And I'd be like, good call, man, you're right. He's so much like me. I can't help but love it, you know? It's like you can't be mad at him. The other day I came home, he was like, can you make a ramp for my cars? And so I found a cardboard box and I just ripped it in half and I taped it to the table. I made a ramp for the cars and they're just shooting the cars down the ramp and my little guy looks at me and he just goes, this is the best day of my life. It's like, what the fuck? You have an entire playroom full of toys. Cardboard box, best day of your life, man. It's like, all right, that's cool. I want to be more like you. My other kid, very different. Not like that at all. Not mellow, very high strung. Really, you know, is really on top of everything, does everything himself. Very smart. Doesn't understand humor or sarcasm at all. It's a little difficult. The other day I'm like, Charlie, seriously, I love when you color all over the table. That's amazing. Thank you so much for doing that. And he's just like, oh, okay. He just like started coloring on the table. I was like, oh, God damn it. What am I working with here? He's like, no. I don't know. I don't know how much of it is just like normal 5-year-old stuff or if I should start teaching him how to count cards. You know what I mean? Like, should I start watching Young Sheldon, you know? I don't want to because he seems annoying as fuck, but I will if I need to, you know? How'd you guys spend your quarantine? Did you have fun? Were you miserable? I was miserable. I'm married. Any other married people? Bring that up. Yeah, I'm married. I've been married 5 years. Pretty cool, right? We celebrated our 5-year anniversary. I was very excited. I was like, well, Gotta be past the halfway point. Turn in the corner. No, marriage is fun. Marriage is fun. Oh gosh, what should I leave you guys with? What else do we want to talk about? You guys want to hear about a really fun side hustle that I took up over the quarantine? I was very bored. I didn't have comedy going on. I was just sitting at home with my kids, and I was like, I want to make a little extra cash, So I started looking for jobs. I was like, okay, what can I do? Maybe Etsy, because I'm a white woman. I own a glue gun, you know what I mean? It's like, okay. And then I thought, I don't know, maybe Uber Eats, but I'm like, you're always drunk, can't drive. But I landed on the most perfect side hustle, and I'm really proud of it. I'm still doing it because I'm making so much money. I am currently, hello, welcome. Yeah, good, how are you? Get a load of this. This is exciting. I gotta tell you about my current side hustle that I just started. I am selling my worn socks to perverts on the internet. Yeah, I am. I'm making money doing this. It's amazing. There's a whole market out there for it, guys. There are perverts that want sweaty socks. I'm serious. I sold a pair that I had on earlier today. How much do you think I got for a pair of socks I wore all day long? 30? Nope.
50.
Nope. $70. $70 for a pair of sweaty socks. That's amazing, I mean, he did ask for 5 days wear, which is fine because I usually go 6 or 7. And he wanted me to go rollerblading in them, which is bizarre. But I strapped those rollerblades on. I was like, not a problem. Here you go. Guy's cool too. I've made friends with this pervert, My little Mr. Pervert. He's made lots of purchases. Have you ever made a fetish purchase, sir?
I bought socks from you.
You bought socks from me? Oh,
I want my money back.
you're the man. You're the guy. Oh my gosh, he's found me. I'm scared. Thank God they have that metal detector out front. No, but seriously, this guy is my friend now. He's done a lot of purchases, a lot of cool stuff. The other day he told me he does other kinds of fetish purchases too, and I was very curious. This is all on the computer. And I said, well, what kind? He said, candy fetish? And I was confused. I didn't know what he meant. I was like, okay. So what do you mean? He said, like Twizzlers and Skittles. And I was still confused. So I wrote back, so you want me to lick the candy and then mail it to you? And he was like, oh no, I like it prepared a different way. Oh yes. He wanted me to put the candy up my vagina and mail it to him. That's crazy, right? Fucking crazy. Is that not crazy? You guys want to hear something even crazier? That's where I keep all my candy. Right up there. I was like, not a problem, man. You can taste the rainbow. How much? 200. Yeah, I know because I did it. 200. Yeah, man, it's great. It's really cool. It's a moneymaker. It's a sweet little treat. It's the easiest job I've ever had. Way easier than motherhood. So much fucking easier than that shit, man. That shit's hard and exhausting. They're just like, and they're just like whirling tornadoes of chaotic energy, just like crotch height, just constantly banging off me, banging on my hip, hanging on my butt. The other day I got headbutted in my puss. A headbutt. A hard fucking headbutt. Yeah. It hurt.
Did the candy fall out?
It was like a piñata, sir. Like a fucking piñata, let me tell you. You wanted to know that, didn't you? All right, that's it for me. I'm Erin Wohlberg. Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy the rest of the comics. Have fun. Thanks for having me.
Give it up for Erin Wohlberg, everybody! We're going to keep this show rolling. What a lot of people don't know about Weedman's Joint is it's the first stop on every major comics tour. The next comic coming up to the stage is about to go across the country. Give it up for David Britton!
Oh, yeah. You guys barely gave it up for me, I'm not going to lie. That was... Good. I'm glad you guys are leaving. You guys are the worst. Thank God you're out. No, I'm just kidding. Have a good night. You seem very nice. That's gonna put a lot of pressure on you three. You guys, yeah, you were right, Erin. You got to stand out here. You can't stand under there. You are correct. I thought of one weed joke. I have one weed-themed joke, and this is it. Hey, everybody, I just got a blowjob from a girl with dry mouth, and now I have cotton balls. What? That is a cute dick-sucking weed joke. It's hard to do a cute one like that. I'll tell you that you guys smoke weed, but do you drink too, or do you just? Yeah, I had to stop. Do I have some? Ma'am, I just told you I had to stop. I'll tell you why I had to stop. I had to stop because, and I'm not proud of this. One night, I got a little too drunk. It's actually the middle of the day. One day, I got a little too drunk, and I got behind the wheel of a car, and I killed a school crossing guard. I know. And to be honest, I don't even remember buying the gun, let alone driving to his house. But the judge said I did it. You know, why would he lie? Yes, I tricked you with a joke. I wrote a bunch of them for this show. I want to talk about, all right, I don't like to get too, I'm not a political comedian. This is what I realized in the last year is I'm too stupid to talk about politics. But I do feel comfortable saying this one thing. If your side comes out against wet-ass pussies, you need to consider switching parties. Like that, how can we not, as Americans, all come together? How can all four of us Americans not come together and say we're pro-moist vagina? Like, is that how divided we are? I would think, like, and I'm not saying you have to become liberal all of a sudden. You could be, I don't know how libertarians feel about wet pussies. I assume they're pro. I assumed everyone was pro. I assumed even gay men, who it doesn't matter to at all, would be like, yeah, we don't want your coochies to be all wet. That sounds uncomfortable. It doesn't matter to us, but we're not going to be jerks about it. And here's the other question I have, is why is it that every time something sexy happens on TV, Republicans want us to think about their children? That's a weird choice, right? That's a weird request. I remember we saw it when we saw Janet Jackson's boob that time at the Super Bowl. You remember when we saw Janet Jackson's boob at the Super Bowl?
That was the children.
Yes, and everyone was like, think of the children. It was very... And it happened more recently. You guys know what I'm talking about. When Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion performed WAP at the Grammys, and a bunch of Republicans acted like it got performed at their Grammys. Which, by the way, that wouldn't be so bad, would it? Is that such a horrible thing for your grandmother to enjoy a show? You know, like she's been sucking your grandpa's shriveled up old dick for 50 years. Let her watch a couple ladies enjoy themselves. How about that? That would be nice. You guys are so supportive. This is not sturdy enough to lean on. I realize that. I'm going to take the whole thing down. I feel like I was going to say something else about that song. Oh, yeah. So the day after they performed that song at the Grammys, then you saw a bunch of like talking heads going on news shows being like, oh my God, there were two hot, sexy women performing scissor sex on each other and pretending to have orgasms. And for the life of me, what I don't understand is why everyone isn't thinking about my children right now. Maybe because we're not all perverts. Well, fine. How old are your kids? 16? Fine, I'll think about it for a couple minutes. I normally don't do that part of the joke, like when there's a real audience. But since there's only 3 comics paying attention, like, I feel like I could probably do that. You guys, oh, and then it's a live stream, so now, well, my career is over. The funny part is I thought I had a career before this. My career that exists in my head is now finally over. I'm gonna try to do this bit. We'll see how it works. That doesn't inspire confidence. I'm gonna do this great bit that now the one person listening to me is gonna love. No, that's fine. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure when there's only 3 of you and you're on the show. And now you guys probably feel like, oh man, I'm gonna have to pee, but I'm the only one watching this guy, and I gotta go up, and what if he doesn't watch my set? That'll fucking suck. And that's the one thing you laugh at. You're like, you're right, you are pathetic, sir. You're a very sad man. You don't know my life. It's way worse than this. This is actually the highlight so far. Man, that would be so sad. I guess I'll just do all the jokes that like I'm afraid to do, like in front of actual audiences, and then you guys can like, yeah. No one's watching this. I mean, I bet a lot of people are tuned into that right now. Here's a joke that I was told, I don't know, it's funny to me. You know what always makes me laugh is watching 2 dogs fucking. You know, some lady on the internet. It's a horrible joke. And like, people have told, like, don't do that. And I'm like, it follows all the prescriptions of a joke. It has a setup, and then there's a twist before the punchline. It seems like I did everything right. And I always think people get upset because the dogs they're picturing are too big. Like, you have to picture it with pugs, and now it's adorable. Everything is a matter of perspective. How are we doing, Jordan? Are a lot of people watching it? Are they liking it? I feel like I sounded sarcastic earlier, but I do actually think this is fun. This is like the best job you can have when like the worst it can go is when nothing happens. How was work today? Oh, it was awesome. Like no one came, no one listened. It was fine. I still got paid and I got high. That's like better than your best day at KFC ever. That's why I don't understand why anyone who's against raising the minimum wage has never worked in fast food. I know that for sure. Because they're like, oh, that job is so easy. And then you go in there and you look in the back and they're like little ants the whole time. They're just scurrying around. They don't have time. And they're folding the boxes at like 50 miles an hour. And then some lady will always be like, my drink doesn't have a straw. Like, fuck your straw. These people are dying. They're not going to make it through the rest of their day. The person just passed out in the back. It's good chicken though. I mean, it's worth it. It's always been worth their sacrifice for me. I did it. I worked at Burger King. I'll tell you guys the story about the day I quit working at Burger King. I was like 25 and I worked at the Burger King in the student union. So everyone who came in there was 19 and didn't even know how, they were excited. This was in Indiana. So they were excited to be at a Burger King. They're just like, this is what we know when we're away from our parents and we're very afraid. You know what? I should probably do material. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, I'll try to tell you this real. Oh, this is appropriate for the venue. So, some people are stupid and some people are paranoid. And then you get a rare gem who's stupid paranoid. And that was my friend Craig. So here's what happened. We're over at Craig's house one day, we're playing video games, and his phone rings, and he picks up the phone, and I hear him say into the phone, hey, yeah, man, come over. Hey, ring the doorbell 3 times so I know it's you. And I didn't say this at the beginning of the story, but we're not spies. There's no reason for us to have a code. And even if we are spies, that's a horrible code. Like ring 3 times, like some poor FBI agent has to go back to headquarters and be like, sorry, sir, we tried everything to get in there. We tried ringing 2 times, we tried ringing 4 times. What are we supposed to do? His chief is like, sorry, boys, they outfoxed us. But I don't even have time to really get into how stupid that was, because what happened next was so much stupider. About 45 minutes later, I hear the doorbell, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. The code. I go, I'll get it. Craig goes, no, man, I told him to ring 3 times. It's like, yeah, they did ring 3 times. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Craig was like, no man, they rang 6 times. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Fucking what? Are you counting the dings and the dongs separately? Because that way madness lies. He's like, yeah, it's 2 separate sounds. I'm like, no, it's definitely just 1 sound. Meanwhile, the poor guy is out there ringing away on the bell, like ding dong, ding dong. He must have rang the bell like 60 more times. Or, I guess if you're an idiot, 120 more times. So I was like, you know what, Craig? You're a ding dong. And he's like, no, you're a ding dong. And I said, aha, we're saying it like it's one thing. And then he went, aha, but ding dongs come 2 in a package. What the hell does that have to do logically with what we're talking about? That doesn't make any sense. And if anything, that proves my point, right? Because what's inside of that package? 2 ding dongs. Ding dong on the left, ding dong on the right. I was like, what do you think is in there, Craig? 1 ding and 1 dong? Is that what you think? Oh, I'm really hungry. I could sure go for another ding. Sorry, we're all out of dings. Guess you'll have to eat a dong. Anyway, that's a story about how it took us an extra half hour to get weed. I told you it was appropriate for the venue. Jordan, who's watching now? Is my mom watching? She said she'd watch. You liar, my mom's dead. See, I tricked you. Why would you lie to me?
She is watching.
Oh yeah, she's watching over me always. I'll tell you guys a story about the second time in my life I ever had dirty talk. The first time I ever had dirty talk was with my high school girlfriend. My senior year of high school, she was my first girlfriend, and she would do a very specific kind of dirty talk. Maybe you guys know it or you've experienced it. I guess you have, because it seems like you've had a lot of dirty talk experience. Maybe you know this one. It's where the person is basically telling you what to say back to them. You know that one? And they're like, oh, yeah, perfect. This is exactly... I wanted to lip sync with it, but that's not gonna fucking work. I did not know Chinese. What if that's how high I was? He thinks that's Chinese. This guy is too high. Jordan's like, he took 2 hits off my joint. Okay, so, yes, she would do that kind of dirty talk. So she would be like, call me a whore. And I'm like, well, you are a whore. And she'd be like, call me a slut. I'd say, like, you're one of those 2. And she'd be like, am I your bitch? And I'm like, well, I guess on the previous 2 answers, thank you, sir. That's very important to my show. So, I would knock it out of the park at this game every time, which I feel like, I don't want to brag, but if there's one move I have mastered in bed, it's a doing as I'm told. I'm so good at that. So we would do this, it was great. She was my first girlfriend. But then in my dumb 18-year-old brain, I was like, hey, one lady likes this thing. Therefore, all ladies like this thing. Yeah, you guys can see what's coming. So, fast forward like a year and a half later, and I have my first college girlfriend. And we're upstairs in her dorm room having sex for the first time. The very first time the 2 of us are having sex. And she's on top of me, and she says, oh, that feels good. What a nice compliment to give to me, a budding young lover. She says, oh, that feels good. So I say, oh yeah, you like that, don't you? You nasty bitch! And then I just laid back and waited for her inevitable orgasm. An orgasm that was not forthcoming. In fact, that night, nobody was coming. She did like she dismounted my penis And that's the right word, because it was like a backflip, like gymnastics. It was very impressive, all 10 from the judges. My penis bent completely the other direction. And in that moment, I thought of the immortal words of Robert Plant, who once said, "Ah!" And she was like, "I think you should probably leave." And I was like, "Yeah, that sounds right." And she was right. She was right to be upset because I was an idiot. But it's been a long time since college, and in all those years, I like to think that I've learned a couple things. I've learned exactly 2 things. Number 1, not all ladies like that. Number 2, most ladies like that. It's like 90%. Like, you can say whatever you want, probably. Please don't take my advice. You're the only 2. You know, don't take. I always am afraid I'll do that bit, and some guy will be like, "No, the jokey man said it was fine. He said do it." And he comes to my next show, "She ripped off my dick." I'm like, "Well, don't listen to me. I'm stupid. I told you that." I'm not here to give advice. I don't know. Do I want to do another real dirty thing? Oh, I'll do this. I keep thinking, I'll do this. It never works. Because I feel like I'm free to. You know, if I had 3 wishes, the first wish would be that dogs were real. And the second wish would be that dogs had always been real. And the third wish would be that no one could remember what things were like before. Man, I wish there had been 100 high people here, because I feel like this is the one chance for that joke to crush. If there's 100 people here totally baked, it's like, yeah, that's right. Oh, he means like that's how it is now. That's how it is now. Like he did the wishes. This is what could have happened in my fantasy. All right, I'm going to tell another really dirty. I don't know why I want to tell. I want to do all these dirty bits. I want to do my dirty bits. Oh, sure. That sounded. Here's the thing about being a comedian is everything you say to the audience sounds sarcastic. Because he said, "Excuse me," and I said, "Oh, sure," which is a normal interaction. But if I have a microphone, he goes, "Excuse me," I go, "Yeah, sure." It just sounds like that, even though I don't mean it that way. Oh, but fuck him, though. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Women, your pussies aren't that great. Did you know that? Did you know? Look, I'm the only one who will tell you that because I'm your real friend. And look, I'm not saying they're not good. They're good. I'm just saying a lot of you are way too impressed with your own vaginas. And I will give you the perfect example. Just hear me out. I know you did. I want you to disagree right now. I want to convince you. You got to keep an open mind. All right. I was in a bar with a bunch of my friends one night, and one of my female friends, who is a nice person, who I like very much. But the truth is, she got a little too drunk, and she started telling all of us that she knew that we wanted to sleep with her. And she was like, "And you want to fuck me? And you want to fuck me? Oh, you definitely want to fuck me." That was me. "And you want to fuck me the most." That was Jordan. That's not true. He wasn't there. That's not true. And you know what? Here's the thing about that, though, is that she was like, absolutely right. Absolutely. Like 100%. She's 100% right. And I told her that, too. I was like, "You know what, Stephanie? You're right. We all do want to fuck you. We all also kind of want to fuck that rip in the bar stool cushion. We're not choosy." Like, I'm just saying, I eat at McDonald's all the time. It's not my favorite restaurant. It's just cheap and it's always around. Which seems mean, but I'm just saying, it's not. This is what I told her. I was like, "Look, if you took every object in the universe, every single thing that exists in our universe, and divided them into 2 lists. List A, things I don't want to stick my dick in. List B, things I do want to stick my dick in. Congratulations, I guess, on making it onto the longer list." It's just not impressive, you know? That's all I'm saying. And by the way, if you're sitting there thinking to yourself, sir, do you think penises are so impressive? No, of course not. That's ridiculous. There's nothing impressive about a penis. Like, let me ask you all this. I'll ask you, is there a thing in your house that's longer than it is wide? If so, congratulations on owning something as good as a penis. This thing you own, does it get smaller and softer when you laugh at it? If not, congratulations on owning something better than a penis. In fact, even if you have the biggest dick in the room, even if you're the man with the biggest dick in the room, I'm just pointing at you because it seems safest. This is what I love about you guys. You just tune in for the shit you like, and then you go back to your own life. You're like, I like that one, but I don't want to listen to the rest of it. I like that you live your life how you want. Do you think that's true? Do you think penises are unimpressive? Do you think... Now I don't want to ask you because it feels weird. Do you think penises are unimpressive? Yeah, of course. They're even. No, I said pussy earlier when you were out of the room because I knew you'd get upset. That's true. See, she was like, he said you all just fuck anything, and he went, oh yeah. No, you're right. I would not want to live in that world. Nobody wants to live in that world. No one wants to live in a pussyless world. That would be the worst. I'm just saying, like, penises and vagina, it's outdated technology anyway. Because they make these things now called vibrators. I don't know if you guys know about these things, but a vibrator compared to a penis is like the iPhone 12 compared to the telegraph. Like, you're not going to impress anyone anymore. Even if you have the biggest dick in the room, you know what's bigger than your big old dick? Half the stuff they sell at Target. Like, ladies can find. I'll say this. Like, a vagina is definitely more impressive than a penis. But not, like, significantly more impressive than 2 dish sponges shoved into a plastic cup. I know that for a fact. That means you fucked the cup. I want to explain everything. Maybe I'll do something a little less dirty. You guys like tacos? What if you didn't, and then I couldn't do my taco joke? What a stupid comedian that would be. I recently went to this place by my house. It was a nice little cafe, so I'm not trying to put it down in this story. But I went in there, and they now had a sign that said, Korean tacos for sale, 1 taco, $2, 2 tacos, $3, 3 tacos, $9. We can all agree, like, we don't need that sign, right? We all agree, like, it's 1 taco is $3 and then the end. So we're kind of like making fun of it, me and my friend. This guy, Jordan, how long have I been doing? How long do I have to do before you pay me? No, I'm just kidding. That is an amount of time. I've been doing 1 Fonzie worth of time.
15, 20.
Oh, okay. So, I'm like, we're laughing about it, me and my friend, and the guy who works there comes up behind the counter, and he's like, can I help you? And I'm like, oh no, we were just kind of laughing about your sign there. He's like, well, what about it? I'm like, well, you know, it just says 1 taco is $3, and then right below that, it mentions how 2 tacos are $6, and then like it goes on to say that 3 tacos are $9. He's like, yeah, so? And I did not wish to be rude, but I was just like, well, it just seems, you know, unnecessary. And he goes, oh, I get it. I understand what you're saying. Well, you know, sometimes you might not be that hungry, but then you would only get 1. But other times, you might be hungrier for like a meal, and then you would get, say, 2 or 3. So now, it's like this place, not only do they think I don't know how math works, they think I don't know how hunger works. But I do. It's like you eat a taco and then you eat one more and you keep doing that until you are full. Then you eat one more after that. That's how tacos work. We all know this. It's no mystery. And I was like, I should have let it go. It's what I should have done. I should have just let it go. But instead, I was like, well, let me ask you this. How much would it be if I, say, wanted 4 tacos? Thinking, he'll do the math in his own head, see what I'm saying, and then we'll both share a chuckle. And he says, oh, we don't sell them in 4. I guess you could get 3 and add 1. I will fucking murder you. I was like, no, look at these cookies. Look at these cookies. These cookies are $1 each, right? You don't have a sign, right? You wouldn't need a sign, would you? That said 1 cookie, $1, 2 cookies, $2, 3 cookies, $3. You wouldn't need that sign, right? And he goes, a cookie is 79 cents. Well, fuck you then. And then I did kill him. I didn't kill him. That would have been rude. But then our conversation's been going on too long. Now the manager comes out. And the manager's like, is everything okay? And the guy goes, oh yeah, this gentleman is just trying to decide how many tacos he would like. No, I am not. I don't know if you guys remember, but no, I'm not. I know how many I want, and it's none. 0 times 0 equals 0. Put that on the fucking sign. I didn't say any of that either. That's when I really did walk away. But I'll share this little tidbit with you guys because maybe you'll appreciate it. Because 2 months later, the cafe in question started doing an open mic night for comedy. So yeah, I did. I went right back in there, and I told that whole big story, back to front. The staff was very polite. They did not make a peep. I got all the way to the end, and then I hear this voice come over the PA, and it goes, 3 comes with a salad. Well, holy shit. That changes everything. All right, I'm gonna look at the notebook. Maybe there's something in here. It's gotta be real nice. By the way, another comic. I had this notebook, and then a friend of mine gave me this sticker for the front of it that says, I love my car best next to pussy. Which, based on just what you've seen tonight, sounds like something I would have, but is not something I would have. I hope that makes sense. Okay, do you guys feel like the clapper was Siri's grandpa? Does that make sense? Maybe that doesn't make sense. I found out, Star Wars a couple years ago just came on network TV. And I have a daughter too. Well, you have 2 sons. I have a daughter, and she's little. She'd never seen Star Wars before. And it just comes on TV, and I'm like, I'm going to watch Star Wars with my daughter. What a great experience. And I remember when I was a kid, I was deeply terrified of Darth Vader. I thought that was the scariest shit in the world. So I'm ready. I'm holding my daughter's hand. And do you guys remember the part where it's right at the beginning, and they board the rebel ship, and all the stormtroopers come on, and they're like, do-do-do-do-do-do-do, and they kill everyone. The sound was better than that. And they kill everyone, and then the door, there's smoke pouring through the door, and Darth Vader walks in, and like I said, I was terrified, and my daughter saw him and could not stop laughing. She would not stop laughing at Darth Vader. I was so hurt. And then I realized why she was laughing. Because go back and watch it again if you haven't seen it in a while. Because what happens is, the stormtroopers kill everyone, smoke rolls in, Darth Vader comes in and does this. like he's like, who is going to clean up this mess? It will not be me. You wait till the Emperor gets home. You're all in trouble. And I had to explain to her, I'm like, he's not sighing. He has like a breathing difficulty that he has to wear an apparatus for. I realized that doesn't sound better. And then an hour, like 45 minutes later into the movie, like we're watching it, and she's like, are those two robots married or what? And I'm like, go to bed. You have disrespected Star Wars. She's like, I'm sorry, I don't like Dark Father more or whatever. I'm like, I hate you. You're not mine. I don't even like Star Wars that much, but I was upset. Yeah, I keep wanting to do like something new. It's like, maybe this will be the bit that saves the show. It's going fine. I'm going to do a bit that's remarkably similar to a bit I did earlier, but I assure you, is different if you pay attention. I should have just put these two together. I think that women like penises more than men like vaginas. And I know that sounds counterintuitive, but hear me out on this. Like, imagine that you really liked cupcakes. You're a person who very much enjoyed cupcakes. I think that's easy for most of us to imagine. Now imagine every day you left your house, everyone all day long was trying to give you free cupcakes, no matter where you went. Like you're walking to work and there's some guy, like a homeless dude on the corner with a plate of cupcake going, baby, you want a cupcake? You want one of these cupcakes? I know you want a cupcake. You're like, oh, no thanks, I just had breakfast and I'm late for work. And he's like, well, fuck you, whore. You're like, oh, why was that? That seems aggressive, but okay. We're gonna go to work. And you go to work and your boss is like, hey Deb, there's cupcakes in the break room. And you're like, oh great. You go in there, you have yourself a couple cupcakes, and then you get out, all your coworkers are like, did you see her? She loves it. There's a cupcake piggy. Oh, she loved it. So I think she put two in her mouth at the same time. No, I didn't. You know I didn't. And if I did, that's my body, my choice. Fuck you, Craig. That's Craig from the earlier joke. He's doing double duty tonight. And then you go, you sit down at your desk, you're like, whatever, fuck these people, I'm just gonna concentrate on my work. And then one of your coworkers comes up and they're like, oh, hey Deb, I heard you like cupcakes, and I just want you to know, like, got a cupcake out in the car if you want to come out to the car. I don't know, my last girlfriend said I was the best baker she was ever with, so like, if you want to have, like, no, I'm just trying to do my work, okay? Like, not right now. And he's like, all right, anorexic bitch. You're like, what? You just saw me eat two cupcakes. You know what? Fuck you. I don't have to deal with it. Then finally, you go home, you're on the bus, a stranger is just rubbing a cupcake against your thigh. Like, this is wrong, this is wrong. And you finally get home, you lock your door, you're finally safe. You have like icing all over your dress or whatever. Right? You go upstairs, you take a shower, put on a comfy robe, pour yourself a big old glass of wine, drink half of it, and then your first thought is, I mean, I can still go for a cupcake. You gotta really love cupcakes. Just saying, I understand why so many women like bagels now. Bagels are healthier, they're safer. We should all switch to bagels. Jordan, you look so nervous. And that's not a nice, Jordan, you look very handsome. And it's a lovely shirt. I think that's a good NASA shirt. Jordan, go over there. Go over there. That guy wants to talk to you. I didn't know NASA was going to get involved. What kind of trouble are you in when NASA shows up? Man, you're in trouble if NASA tries to deport you. Oh, I know what I wanted to talk about. I think this is the last year. I feel like that guy is in there like, you guys can cut it short tonight if you want. You don't have to do the whole. I think this is the last year for Italian accents. I think we all got to stop doing those. I mean, I guess unless you're Italian, then it's fine or whatever. Because I think we have all learned we do not do the voices of other peoples. No Chinese, no Mexican, no Indian. Basically, if they have delicious food, you can't do that voice. Which, by the way, is why it's always all right to do British. Because British food is fucking shite. What are they going to do? Take away our fish and chips? I think right then when I said fish and chips in an English accent, I started having fun. That's when the show switched for me. Now I feel good. I guess I just think all these kids of a younger generation want to judge us now because they're like, you guys used to laugh at a poo on The Simpsons, and we know you would order Chinese food and get off the phone and then do some fake-ass Chinese voice. You're disgusting. And they're right. That's the thing about people in their 20s, is they're right about everything, but also fuck them. Because they just know everyone's watching them. We would have been good if we knew everything was going to get recorded later. I would have been a way better person. But also, what they don't get is, like, they're right to judge us for that. But if you're in your 20s, you know you were up in your friend's dorm room at one point getting high, and somebody was like, oh, we ought to get a pizza. And you're like, oh, you wanted the pizza pie, eh? You like it the nice hot pizza pie? Oh, we get the pizza pie for Craig. It's Craig again, everybody. Craig came back for this joke. You get the pizza pie, we play the Mario Kart, Craig. You're going to pay. You're going to pay for that. I realized at the end that accent got real Transylvanian. It's not my forte. Man, you want to talk about a group of people, though, who are maligned and stereotyped by society. I think Transylvanians have it the worst. Because every other culture at least has some positive stereotype. You know, Transylvania's a real place, by the way. Do we all know that? That's a real country with like a gross national product and imports. Major exports include iron and wine. It's a real place. Look it up. And then tell me if I'm right, because I made up those last two things. But it sounds, I'm pretty sure Iron and Wine is a band now that I think of it. They are a band. Well, I kind of pulled it out of my ass, so. But that's like a real place, and people are from there. And if you meet a person from Transylvania, your first thought is always like, oh, you like to suck blood out of people's necks. You like to stick your teeth in people's necks and suck out all their blood. And they're like, I'm a person. Why is this happening right now? No, you like your people are in league with Satan, and that's why you have extra powers. You're like, fuck you, man. That is not cool. That is definitely not cool. I'm surprised we didn't blame the Transylvanians for COVID. They're the ones who turn into bats. That joke ended with a stupid pun. How long can I dance like this and it counts as my set? Put on some music. I could tell. I didn't even need to ask you. I could tell. Right then. It's where it was. All right, I've got a few minutes left. So here is the history of the universe. Second one, the Big Bang. Second two, the Little Bang. No one really notices. Second three, the first gangbang. Canceled for lack of eligible participants. Second four, the formation of the original galaxies. Second five, the original galaxies break up due to artistic differences. This is a real good weed set, the more I hear it. Like, I feel like you gotta be real high. Oh, see, again, I thought that was for me, like it was a phone call. Yeah? And then we get up to modern day and no one cares. I want to talk about the fact that I'm polyamorous. That's one of the things I wanted to talk about tonight. And I feel like people don't always understand polyamory. It's like basically, you know, my girlfriend can sleep with whoever she wants, and I can go to the movies by myself. It's great. There's something for everyone in polyamory. I recommend it. If you guys don't know, and I mean you three guys, you know, you're a man of the world, Jordan. Basically, like, people, I think, get polyamory confused with swingers a lot, you know? Because polyamorous people, like, have long-term romantic relationships with other partners, and swingers just have sex with other partners, which is also fine. But here's the real deal. Like, if you're a swinger, another couple will call you up at, like, midnight on a Saturday and be like, hey, you guys should come over and we'll all fuck on the couch. And if you're polyamorous, another couple will call you at noon on a Sunday and be like, hey, can you guys come over and help us move this couch? It's like real, I think it's gonna take 4 people. Yeah, we can fuck on it afterwards, but we're a group. We care about each other. And for the longest time, I didn't want to talk about being polyamorous on stage. Because there's this stereotype about polyamorous people that they talk about it too much, and I didn't want to play into that. But then I realized my monogamous friends will do this thing where they'll be together for 3 or 4 years, and then they'll send me a card in the mail, letting me know that they're going to send me another fancier card in the mail that says I got to get up early on a goddamn Saturday and go to a church while they kiss and everyone applauds. So I think I can mention how me and my girlfriends went kayaking. You know, like I'll say this, my girlfriend and I, we've gotten a little weird in bed from time to time, but you know what we've never done? Is spend $800 on a cake and then pay a man to photograph us feeding it to each other. Which is not, and I'm not here to kink shame anybody. Like, it's fine. If you need to put on a ball gown and slow dance with your own father, that's fine. Do what you gotta do. I'm just saying, I don't understand why I have to be there and also buy you a blender. That doesn't seem fair. How's that, Jordan? You want me to do one more? Or do you want me? Okay. I kind of put it by. Usually when a comedian asks that, they're like, hey, can I do one more? And mine was more like, do I have to do one more? I am having fun. I'm gonna do one more, and it's gonna be the best darn little joke you ever heard. Because I skipped a part in the history of the universe. I skipped 2 parts. I will do both parts now. Because first, there was the rise of man, of course. Well, first, there was the invention of religion, but that negates everything I said in the earlier part. So let's go day 1. From the primordial ooze, man rose up to claim his place as king of the beast. Many lions and even some alligators got pissed with his self-proclaimed title. Once, even a sassy water buffalo tried to say something. But man and gator banded together and bit and punched the shit out of him until he learned his place. This, of course, cemented the long-standing friendship between man and gator. Now, day 2, the rise of woman. One day, I feel like every time I say woman, like probably the women in her are like, God, not again, please, you don't know what you're talking about, shut up. One day, man was walking in the garden with his pal God. Hey said, no, don't bother, I like it dark. I like this. Or fix it, whichever. Do whatever you want. Why is this not on camera, Jordan? What the fuck was I talking about? That's the worst thing to say on stage. If you don't know, no one does, sir. One day, man was walking in the garden with his pal God. Hey, said God, what's that over there? Over where? Said man. God quickly reached out into man's chest and pulled out a rib, dripping with blood and gore. What the shitting shit, said man. Because his sudden loss of blood made it difficult for him to form a proper cuss. It's cool, said God. Look what I made for you. Man looked over and beheld the most beautiful creature he had ever seen. The ostrich. Neat, said man. I like the beak. No, stupid, said God. Over there. Man looked over and beheld the second most beautiful creature that he had ever seen. A slightly worse looking ostrich. Before he could say anything else dumb, God grabbed him by both shoulders and spun him in the correct direction. Ah! Said man, because the sudden movement had reopened his gaping chest wound. But then all thoughts of pain fled from his mind as the remaining blood in his body rushed to his penis. For man beheld woman. Oh, hello, said man. Oh, hello, said woman. Hey, said man, what's that over there? Over where? Said woman. Man quickly reached out and grabbed all the good jobs and political power. What the shitting shit, said woman. God laughed and laughed. Which would have been great if that had happened at the end. It's nice if I could time it, and then everyone laughs when I say laughs and laughs. It's very clever. But that's all my time, you guys. Thank you.
Give it up for David Britton, everybody! Woo! It's a party here. We got one more comic for you guys tonight, so that you guys can finish all your food and they don't shut the lights off on you guys. I know you guys are partying. It is definitely a rager here. This guy coming to the stage is Tim Rager. Give it up for Tim Rager!
What's going on? Women, I think all your pussies are fucking fantastic. Let's get that right off the bat. They're amazing. They're the only reason I'm alive still. And gentlemen, if I have the biggest dick in here, you owe these women an apology. Oh my god. You guys ready for COVID to be over? What? What, do you guys want to go to my sister's wedding? Get the fuck out of here. You kidding me? It's never been easier to call out of work. You don't even have to fake a cough. Yeah, you just know someone who coughed. One sneeze right now and I'll take us all on vacation. But we're flying Delta. That's the bad news. Oh man, I am so fucking ready for COVID to be over. For a while, like, it ruined comedy. Like, we were doing comedy in the worst places. Like, worse than a backyard in Trenton. Seriously, like, parking lots, rooftops, Delaware, just miserable places. So I like being here. This is great. I like being under this tent. It reminds me of home. Because I'm technically homeless. I just tell people I'm technically homeless because it sounds better than I live with my parents. Listen, say what you want about boomers. They are the best fucking roommates I've ever had. Really, they cook, they clean. I've never heard them have sex. My dad hates that joke because it's true. My mom hates it because I tell it to strangers, but she'll get over it. I think my dad would really like it here. He just got his medical marijuana card. Yeah, so now I live with my drug dealer. We fucking did it. My dad, he's great. He gives me weed like he's trying to make up for my childhood. It's like the Italian grandma of pot cookies. I get home from work, he's like, "You look sober. You should eat something." When was the last time you had a nice home-cooked panic attack? We still can do Italian, it's alright. He's real bummed out that weed's legal. It's like, "Tim, are we still gonna hang out?" I'm like, "No, why? Why would I do that?" It's like, "Tim, like, I feel like I was just starting to get to know you." It's like, "Well, you want to get to know me? Start selling coke." A couple bumps, you'll hear everything you missed. Oh man, he's fun. You know what's weird about living at home? Like, I spend all my time with my family now. Like, I was hanging out with my nephew before. We get along real well because he's autistic and I'm me. He does this thing called, like, I'm pretty much one edible away from the spectrum. I know. He does this thing called STEM where he bounces a ball, like, over and over. I was wondering, if I was autistic, like, what would my bouncing the ball be? Like, what would it possibly... By the way, this is like 17 of my dicks. I don't know. I'm sorry I'm doing this in front of you. It's like 17.8 if you want to be autistic about it. Oh, man. So what's going on exactly with Chinese people these days? This is not where I actually wanted to go. Have you guys been watching women's weightlifting? I had a TiVo. Somebody told me that this year is the first trans woman is in the weightlifting competition. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't know they weren't all trans women. I mean, seriously, they look, like, if you watch porn that has a woman weightlifter, like, it's okay to be gay now. Like, it's fine. You can do that. I always like, why do those women want to lift the weights? I don't get it. Like, ugh. Like, they just went through an expensive surgery. Like, aren't they afraid, like, their dick's gonna pop back out? Like, oh, fuck! I don't know, like, why do that? I'm dumb, if you guys haven't noticed this yet. I'm pretty much retarded. I can say that word because I might be. But I realized I was dumb. I do this show where comedians come on and they teach me things, and they pick what they teach me. And the other day, somebody taught me how to eat. Exactly, the thing you're all doing very easily. Somebody taught me how to chew. Pretty much when you're looking at a grown man and he's teaching you how to chew, you can't help but think, am I retarded? That's all I could think. But I realized that, like, maybe, like, I thought I was smart growing up. I was in this program called Gifted and Talented. But even the name could go either way, right? Like, wow, he's so gifted and talented, or, aw, look at him go. I don't know, man. We had to do this project. It was just pick our favorite animal and write a report on him. And kids pick things like Jordan. What's your favorite animal? Koala bear. We know ostrich. We know that. We got that down. You guys have a favorite animal? Dogs. Lions. Yeah, people pick normal things. Pigs. Kids. They are actually my least favorite animal. But people pick normal shit. And then I picked the Loch Ness Monster. I was in 8th grade, and I was like, I believe in you. He's the only like sad emo monster though, right? Just one picture of him. It's just, God damn, I believe in you, Nessie. I should have wrote it on Bigfoot. It's only one picture of Bigfoot too. Confident as fuck. Just. Oh, I broke the mic. Oh no. Bigfoot is too confident. I'm sorry, Jordan.
It's all good. Just see if it stays on.
There we go. That was a real Bigfoot move. That was fucking tough. Alright, back to the... I've never broke a microphone on stage before. I don't know how to react to that. This is fun. So, you guys dating? Couple? Double date tonight? Double date. You guys been together a while? New couples? Couple years? So you like survived the pandemic together? Yeah. Let's give it up for them. That's fucking not easy. I mean, yeah. I mean, not that there was a whole lot of options, but oh man, how long have you guys been together? 2 years? That's not bad. Oh. If you could see his face when you said me and her, we could have wrapped up the whole show just by the look on your face. So how'd you ladies meet? No. How'd you guys meet? Dating apps or real life? Real life? Gee, I haven't done that since high school. That's amazing. Everything I do is on the apps now. It's insane. Like people hook up through Instagram. Yeah, that's insane to me. I had a girl I met online ask me for a dick pic. Has he ever sent you a dick pic? No, right? The iPhone can't handle it, right? It's just insane to me. Like, no girl's gonna get a picture of my dick and be like, yeah, it's on. She's gonna get it and be like, wow, it looks clean. What's your skincare routine, sir? I lotion aggressively. Like, I don't know why guys do that. Like, you don't want them, right? No girls want that picture. I don't know. There's scientists that have a theory that think men evolved to walk upright just to show it off. Like, we were just back in the day, like, oh, she no see, she no touch. Come on, me drag more than knuckles, ladies. Idea. Look at it. Look at it. Take a picture. Send it to my ex-girlfriend. But I think then women must have learned to walk upright to get it out of their face. Like, Jesus Christ. Get some lotion. I was thinking, you said we can't do accents anymore. I have a deal, like, I love the Asian accent. I fucking love it. It's my favorite. I have a deal. Asians, let us do the accent again, and we forgive you for COVID. It's even Stevens. I don't know, that's mean. But I have been doing my part to end Asian hate. I just want to take a second to help with that a little bit by saying, me so sorry, so sorry. Didn't mean, I turned Indian there a little bit. I'm helping with Indian relations as well. Me so sorry. Oh, that's so stupid. I don't know. I don't know, like, should I be outside the tent, inside the tent? I don't know what to do here. I'm like hanging on the tent. I'm like, if a strong wind comes, maybe I'll ride it back to South Amboy. I was thinking about this the other day. Have you guys watched the Woodstock '99 documentary at all? No, so it's crazy. Like, Woodstock '99, it was apparently insane. It was like the last weekend where white people let their hair down. Just a disastrous weekend. And pretty much, like, I feel like there must have been somebody there who, like, reported back what was happening. Like, do you know they're all singing that word? Like, we watched DMX and then 100,000 white people. Maybe not. Did the Asian accent. That's what, actually, all my notes are just different words that will sound really good in an Asian accent. You guys want, I'm trying something new. So, my friend was telling me the other day that his girlfriend sent him a picture of the toilet seat she wanted to buy. And it was sparkles in a rainbow shape. And the only thing he could think to say was, "No, babe, that's too gay." And she's like, "But I really like it." And that was the moment I realized women are pretty gay. Dude, women are so gay. I mean, you think about it, like the rainbows, the unicorns, they sucking dick. I mean, how much gayer does it? I don't know, that's stupid too. I'm trying to think, what do I even do here? Pretty much I just wanted to let the room know that I don't have the biggest dick in the room. That was very important for me, apparently. How is the food here? What'd you guys get? Yeah, those nachos look good. See, this is how you know, like, I'm a little high. I'm just like, what you guys got there? Also, like, I knew this was a stoner joint when the food took 45 minutes to get out here. Like, they got stoned, ate your food, and they're like, oh, fuck, did they want that? Someone go check if they're still here. Oh, this place is really rad, though. I've never been here. I think I really am going to bring my dad here. I think he would fucking love this. I actually thought that guy before was my dad. I was like, he came to a show. My dad did come out to a show once. He was like, Tim, you have a lot of jokes about me and none about your mom. Why is that? And I was like, well, I love her, so I'm not going to embarrass her like that. So this is also fun to tell people in public. I've touched more cocks than you can imagine. Don't worry, I'm not like hunting them down. It's not a hobby, it's a profession. I work in healthcare. It's all right, you're right not to clap. People can go back to treating us like shit. We deserve it. For a while, people are like, oh, you're such a hero. My neighbors were even outside, like, clapping when I left for work one day. I was like, wow, they don't know I'm 20 minutes late. Like, as far as I know, like, Spider-Man never swung onto the scene 20 minutes late. Like, destruction all around him. It's like, I shouldn't have hit Stews on the Spidey sense. Mary Jane just flattened on the ground. I don't know, like, I don't know why people were clapping for us. I wash dicks for money, that's what I do. I got a job in healthcare because I thought it'd be like hanging out with old people, watching Jeopardy and stealing their Percocet. But no, turns out it's a lot of diaper changing. Me being the only guy that works there, I'm on the diapers with the dicks in them. Dude, it's a tough job. Especially for minimum wage. I feel like you need a heart of gold or you need a green card. So really the two options. Usually it's both, but it's rough, man. Like, I was washing 3 dicks an hour. That's not even $5 a dick. I should have known there's no like wash dicks get money t-shirts though, right? There is one. My friend heard me do that joke and he made me a t-shirt. And it says, wash dicks, get money. And then he put my face. It says, wash dicks, get money, and just me, like. And I wear that shirt to work all the time. There's one guy that I work with, is completely paralyzed. Can't move, can't talk. And I found out when I went to change his diaper that I was the first male nurse he's ever had. It's the most homophobic pupil dilation, just... But the cock on this guy was, oh my God, the holy grail of cock. Like, I'm not sure, like if Indiana Jones would karate chop Nazis to get to this thing. Like, I'm not sure if God is still hands-on the dick assembly line. But if he is, like after he made this one, he's like, that's it. This is my masterpiece. It shall never be used. Cripple him. If that joke's too dark, you did not see this dick. Probably the dick that broke his back. Alright, I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. If we're good, Jordan. All right, thank you guys. You guys are great. Thank you guys for actually staying here and indulging all of us. We appreciate it. Come back for the next one too.
Tim Ranger, everybody! Give it up for him. Give it up for Erin Wohlberg. Give it up for David Britton. Give it up for your fucking selves. This was a wonderful day. A lot of people came and went. You guys next week could come and went as well. If you just come out here and do it. You know, we're here the first, second, and third Wednesday of the month. Tell your friends. Trick them into coming on these days. Except the last week, yeah. That's the week you come if you don't want comedy. Come the last Wednesday of the month. But every first, second, and third Wednesday of the month, we're humping it. We're Late Night Hump. I'm Jordan Freed. Get home safe. Thank you guys very much. This was really fun.
Sorry I broke your microphone.
It just went like that. You just swung it down.